night that we wait for when it's all put on the line. We all strive and reach the top and be the champion this time. I'm gonna be a champion. Yeah, I got what it takes. Risk it all, make my own fate. Yeah, I'm gonna be a champion. All the glory and the fame, just sitting in my own plane. I'm gonna be a champion. Silhouettes in the spotlight, cash falling from the sky. Yeah, I'm gonna be a champion. All it takes is one night for me to turn around my whole life. Say it's easy coming up and trying to be the best. I'm calling bluff, you looking tired, man, you need a rest. You trying to graduate ahead of class, cheat the test. Homie, I ain't even trying, I just be the best. Championship rings, yeah, I got a few. Gold medal, first place, what I gotta do. Hard work, dedication, never quitting. Now you looking at a champion. I'm gonna be a champion. Yeah, I got what it takes.
What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 325 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 82 of Monday Night Fusion. We are finally back at it again, ladies and gentlemen, after our week-long hiatus after homecoming, and we are now officially on the road to the 5th annual Ascendance, as just 2 weeks away is Absolution, which will play host to the 5th annual CMV Royal Rumble match. 30 men gonna compete to headline the grandest stage of them all. Main event, the showcase of immortals, and get a championship opportunity of their choosing. Whew. What is up, guys? Dashing here, as Krizzy likes to mock me in his style. But before we get there, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, as always, an action-packed card, and even more so here tonight, as our main event will be a sneak preview of things to come at Absolution and the Royal Rumble match. 10 men tonight will compete in an over-the-top rope battle royal put together by General Manager Johnny Sampson to find a challenger for the brand new, undisputed World Heavyweight Champion Chris Andrews title. That's right, in the main event of Homecoming, he dethroned Chris Andrews. Not only was he voted in as Superstar of the Year, but he finally made it to the top of the mountain. We'll see him in action here tonight as well, looking to kick off his title reign with a bang as he takes on Sean Kemp. But we got to remember, he still has that rib injury. He has not fully recovered, so he's going to have to protect that with such a big... It was first defense, such a big match coming. He has no idea any of the 10 men, and it's 10 big names here on Fusion. A couple of newcomers there, a couple of dark horses as well who could shock us tonight, but either way, all 10 of them most definitely not to be taken lightly. What up, everybody? Explicit. Welcome, my friend. What's up, Crimson? As we are going to be getting things underway with some tag team action. As we did not get to see our Fusion Tag Team Champions, Bludgeon and Trauma Desolation at Homecoming. Didn't have a title defense. They're going to be kicking things off here on Monday Night Fusion, taking on the New Gods, Mike Crimson and Sebastian Frost, who no doubt are reeling as well after Paul Divine's devastating loss last night at Homecoming to Brody Sampson, but Divine being given a second chance by General Manager Johnny Sampson, showing a little bit of humanity is Sampson as he's put Divine in that 10-man battle royal later on tonight. We know that Divine, after his loss to Brody, cannot compete. He is banned from the Royal Rumble match at Absolution now, so this is his absolute last chance to get another title shot, get another crack at the belt he once held so proudly, and possibly main event Ascendance. The Old Gods are going to be in action later on tonight, actually. Aries and Hades Christ taking on Heaven or Hell. As here they come, the left and right hands of Schmitty. Bludgeon on the left, Trauma on the right, our Fusion Tag Team Champions. And as we brought up Schmitty a little bit there, how about that stunt he pulled before the show started earlier tonight? If you're a member of our website, communityuniverse.4emotion.com, exclamation point, join in the chat. We'll give you a quick link there. You can sign up if you want to be a part of the community. But Schmitty, after losing his title last night at Homecoming in that TLC match to Xander Slade, our new champion, who will also be in that Battle Royal in our main event, Schmitty came into Samson's office earlier, of course, with his personal handmaiden, as I like to call him, James, in tow. And Schmitty certainly caught Johnny Sampson off guard, certainly caught me off guard, and I'm sure everybody else who was watching it. It seemed as if Schmitty, he said he was going to leave Fusion because his relationship with Laura was simply like just messing with his mind. He couldn't focus on the action here in Fusion, always worrying about Laura and their relationship. So Schmitty brought a document for Samson to sign, releasing him from Fusion, and Samson made the mistake of signing it without actually reading it. He was so blown back and shocked at the action, but it turns out that it was all a big trick, as Schmitty had him sign over half the rights of Monday Night Fusion. So now Schmitty is technically a co-general manager, ladies and gentlemen, of the flagship show. He already had Samson in his pocket. He's already married to the general manager's daughter. He already had a little bit of control, but now he literally has 50% of Fusion in his pocket. And of course, he has inserted himself into tonight's main event, that 10-man over-the-top rope battle royal to crown a new #1 contender. But not only that, I've been told that Schmitty has given himself the final entrance, so he will be number 10 in that battle royal, rigging it every which way he can to make sure that he walks out the winner here tonight. As here come the new gods, Mike Crimson and Sebastian Frost, who are looking for a big win over the tag team champions. My bad there. Had to take a quick drink of water as we get things underway. The ring bell has dinged. I got my phone in like an awkward position right now on my leg. Trying to properly adjust it. As we get things started. Going to be Mike Crimson against Bludgeon, who is a former Anarchy champion as well. Remember, Desolation was last week on Monday Night Fusion. Or no, 2 weeks ago on Monday Night Fusion that they dethroned Chris Andrews in that handicap match to become the tag team champions. Bludgeon actually had one hell of a singles matchup with the Bloody Brit on last week's show. Like I said, we didn't see Desolation at Homecoming. Didn't have a title defense, no doubt. A title defense got to be coming up soon in their future. And the new gods with a victory here over them in this one, non-title victory, could certainly see them become #1 contenders. We know that next week, part of Schmitty becoming co-general manager, he announced a main event for next week of Monday Night Fusion. Of course, still seemingly a bit triggered about Johnny Sampson's praise of Travis King. Schmitty has put together a steel cage match next week. It is going to be Bludgeon one-on-one with the Perfect Specimen, who we're actually seeing up next. I think his Cyborg Invitational matchup is against Tyson Cage. And that's like locking two beasts inside of a cage. They're just going to tear each other apart, no doubt. That'll be one hell of a test for Travis King's undefeated streak, because, you know, in a cage match, you don't have to win by pin or submission. You can climb up and over. Their first cage men for both superstars in their careers. What up, Albius? What's up, Joker Gaming Network, my friend, and welcome to the stream. My debt? I didn't bet Albius anything. It's Batman. They made the bet for the new game. Oh, wait a minute. Tag the Crimson Vintage New Gods. Single knee gutbuster, bam, and the shin right to the side of the head. They've won many matches with that maneuver. 1, 2, but trauma breaks through Sebastian Frost's defense to make the save there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, Dynamic. Some random viewer came in last week, earlier this week. We were playing zombies, and he just donated 10,000 out of nowhere, and then he hasn't been back. I don't know. We were talking about bits at the time. I think it was Tim who said something about donating down the line, and I was like, oh, maybe you get the most. And then this guy came out of nowhere like, nah, watch this, fam. Try to top this. Get a nice little teamwork there from Crimson and Frost. And here comes Frost, going to stop Bludgeon, or Trauma rather. That time the mask confusing me right now. They got the same colored masks. They usually have different ones. And a tweet, ladies and gentlemen, from Harvey Hastings says, I tapped out Bloody Justice a few weeks ago. I will do the same here tonight. Of course, we're finally going to see the one-on-one matchup between the Assassin Harvey Hastings and Bloody Justice. We're also going to see Gluttony and Jamari Williams have their submission match once and for all. A lot of action to come here on Fusion. Nah, Dynamic, I need the sub to have a custom emote. They say they're bringing subs soon to the affiliate program. I don't know how soon, though. It's probably not for a while. But then once they unlock subs for affiliates, then you have to, you actually have to subscribe. I think it's $5 a month you have to subscribe to get the custom emote. As Crimson going to continue working on a Bludgeon here. He's going to fire off a big forearm smash. Rocking one half of the New Gods, and now Bludgeon. He hit 3 of these on Chris Andrews last week. It wasn't enough to keep down the new world champion. Will it be enough to keep down Mike Crimson, ladies and gentlemen? Lateral press, that's right in the corner. Frost not even going to try to help him out. Has 3 count. Damn. Frost just didn't give a shit there. Didn't try to get in and help out Mikey boy. And Desolation is victorious, ladies and gentlemen. Desolation beginning their tag team title reign off strong here tonight with a victory over the New Gods. A little bit of surprise victory. I don't know why Frost didn't get in to make the save. He just watched as Bludgeon made the pin. He could have very easily, could have literally stuck his foot in there and broke up the pin. The New Gods, I thought they might have had it after that single knee gutbuster shin punt combo, but it wasn't enough. Desolation coming back. Here's the finish. Big ending from Bludgeon. Does the deed. The Fusion Tag Team Champions stand tall to kick off Monday Night Fusion here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Who can stop these two mountains of men? These two beasts. As the action continues on, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have to find ourselves some #1 contenders soon for Desolation's tag team titles, as it is time for some Cyborg Invitational. Actually, I had a hair in my mouth there. And we know that Schmitty, now that he's co-general manager of Monday Night Fusion, I don't think it's going to be an easy ride here on out for the perfect specimen, the unconquerable Travis King. We already know he's thrown him in a steel cage match in next week's main event against one half of the man we just saw, Bludgeon. But tonight, not only going to try to remain undefeated, but is going to try to take first place back. We know Salvi currently is in first place at 5-1. Let me adjust my phone again here. Can't see it. There we go. Fucking goddamn it. Here he comes, the undefeated, unpinned, unsubmitted, uncounted out, undisqualified, unconquerable Travis King, ladies and gentlemen. As I was saying, Salvi is currently in first place in the Sabre Invitational at 5-1. He'll actually be having his final invitational matchup this Thursday on Reality Wrestling. Reality Wrestling. Gonna try to finish off strong. King currently sits at 4-0. I think he's 4-0 right now. I think he's either 3-0 or 4-0. If he's 3-0, he still won't retake first. I'm pretty sure he's 4-0 right now, though. So he's going to go 5-0. In that case, he will take first. We know Tyson Cage currently stands at 3-2 after his pretty surprise victory over Sarasi last night at Homecoming, putting down his own tag team partner. Sarasi finishing off at 3-4, I think, was his final score. There's no hope for Sarasi to place in third. If Tyson Cage loses here, his hopes of placing in the top 3 will be dashed as well. He has to win here. He has one more matchup after this, but he has to win this matchup if he hopes to stay in the top 3, unless Andrew Briggs falls down. If Tyson Cage loses here, then he and Sarasi's hopes of getting a tag team title shot will be no more. And here comes the man with the most exquisite facial hair and all of CMV. I'm sure Sarasi, he's not here tonight. He's not scheduled for action. He didn't arrive to the arena, but I'm sure wherever he is, he's maybe in his hotel room or at home watching closely, secretly supporting his partner. We know the bickering duo as a tag team are undefeated, but no doubt always when they're not in the ring together, they're at each other's throats. Here we go. Fusion continues, ladies and gentlemen. A big night indeed. We are in 2019 now. The Glammies were given out last night at Homecoming. Congratulations to all the winners. We are on the road to Ascendance 5, 2 weeks away from Absolution, the 5th annual Royal Rumble match. In tonight's main event, we get a preview of what's coming at Absolution when 10 men compete in an over-the-top rope battle royal to get a shot at Chris Andrews' title at Absolution. He's going to get a clean break there. Sportsmanship shown by Tyson Cage. I'm sure it won't be sent back by Travis King, as now he's going to catch the man with the most exquisite facial hair in all CMV with a shout, and that's a big way to start the match. Already some serious damage being dished out by the perfect specimen. And remember, guys, Schmitty, now that he's the co-general manager of Monday Night Fusion, as I announced earlier in the show, has put himself at number 10 in that Battle Royal in our main event, trying to, as much as he can, make sure that he walks out the winner, no doubt. Number 10 tonight, just like number 30 in the Royal Rumble, will be a big, obviously, it's the greatest number you can get, but only once, or twice, technically, in CMV's history has number 31. The first annual Royal Rumble, of course, was just a 20-man. Kevin Owens won it for number 20, and then Kendall Wolf winning last year's at number 30. But the second annual Royal Rumble, Duo Maxwell won from number 28, and the third annual, Hayden, won from 27, as we get a nice neck breaker there out of the torture rack by Cage. Looking for the knuckle sandwich, but King wants none of that. King calls himself the perfect specimen for a reason. It's as if he was created in the labs just to be a wrestler. He's so fast, so agile, so strong. As he brings Cage up to his feet right now, Irish Whip going to put Cage in the corner. What is King thinking about there? We're not going to find out. Scoop slam attempted by King, but he drops down behind, going to push Tyson off of him. Closes the distance, grabbing him by the head. Looks like it might be another pile driver inbound from Travis. Yes, it is. Oh, and look at that. Sit out power bomb. Of course, we know the winner of this Cyborg Invitational, which at this point is looking to either be Salvi or Travis King, going for that spin on your uppercut. Big reversal by Tyson Cage, but unfortunately he cannot capitalize on it. King immediately stomping him down to the corner. Now look at this over and over again. Couple of middle fingers as well for disrespect. Why not? But the winner of this Invitational, as we get a curb stop, will get a crack at the Undisputed Championship at Purgatory, our final stop before we reach Ascendance 5, as King now on the ring apron. Oh, slingshot spear, amazingly done. Who will be the world champion by the time we get to Purgatory? That's the question. Will it be the Bloody Brit? Will it be Chris Andrews? Or will it be whoever wins that 10-man later on tonight? Another sit-out power bomb by the Unconquerable One. This might be enough to get the job done. 1, 2, just a 2 count though. Now, a couple of boots. Like he's just kicking up the dust in Tyson's face. Disrespect by Travis King when he first came into CMV. Oh, again the Euro uppercut countered. Wow, Cage on his game tonight. He knows that if he loses, he'll be dropped out of the top 3. He can't afford that. Going for the Kinshasa. Countered though by King. And now King gonna go for a stretch muffler. Oh man, that does not look good. Stretch muffler in play right now, but King's not going to tap out. Wow, unique there as he puts the heel back down to the back of Travis's head. Oh, Travis, though, ain't playing around anymore. Checkmate to remain undefeated and to take back first place. 1, 2, 3, and Travis King does it, ladies and gentlemen. Who can stop this man? Wow, just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Tyson Cage put up one hell of a fight. He went for the Kinshasa. If he got that, who knows? He might have been the first man to ever defeat Travis King, but a checkmate out of nowhere, and it is all over. Yeah, we already know Ryan Kent will be getting an Alpha World title shot at Absolution against Bob Luger, but tonight his younger brother, Sean Kent, has quite the opportunity when he takes on the world champion Chris Andrews in a non-title match. A win for Sean could certainly see him be put up high in the rankings, maybe get a future crack at the championship. We'll have to wait until later on. We know his partner Azrael is going to be a part of that 10-man battle royal, as Travis King becoming accustomed to see him be the victor, no doubt. Next week, he's trapped inside of a steel cage with Bludgeon. Will that be his final downfall? Will it be Bludgeon who can hand this man a loss? Is there anyone out there who can stop Travis King? What is that? Is it spit? Yeah, that's spit. Gross dashing. Spit all over my phone. Just have it right on my leg, so every time I say something, spit just flies all over the screen. But before this next matchup, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to announce that, inspired by Ted Dickens, a.k.a. Batman and his Ted Dickens show, from now on, we're going to test it tonight. And if people like it and it gets some good feedback, then we'll continue it on. But we're going to have a CMV after show and talk about the events of Fusion and what's to come, etc., etc. If that gets a good reaction, we'll keep it up every week. But if not, then we'll save it only for pay-per-views. But that's going to happen tonight. We will have an after show, not immediately after Fusion, but a little bit after Fusion. So stick around. Yes, Tyson Cage is now 3-3, so he cannot place unless Andrew Briggs loses. Tyson Cage cannot place in the top 3. He still has one more invitational matchup to go. He can try and finish strong, at least positive. Here we go, folks. This matchup has been brewing for a while now. The assassin, Harvey Hastings, with only one loss to his record. That came last week against, who was he against last week? Dallas Chandler. Dallas Chandler, very good matchup, but unfortunately he took the L. Other than that, Harvey Hastings utilizes that devastating Anaconda Vice to tap out his opponents. Every matchup he's won has been with that submission maneuver. He even tapped out, like you said earlier, Bloody Justice with it last week in a tag team match during Reality Wrestling. But tonight it's one-on-one, mano y mano. The beef is finally going to be squashed. For Mother's Day, I got my mom some slippers and candy. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the proprietor. The proprietor, I can never say that word very well. The resident, the sole resident of the Bloody Forest, Bloody Justice. Returning to Fusion for the first time in a good while here tonight. We haven't seen him on Fusion in a couple of months. I don't think he's had a Fusion match. He's looking to make it mean something against his foe here tonight. I feel like Borton meant to say botch there. Don't bottle it. I've never heard that phrase before. Ever. Here we go, folks. The next matchup of the evening here on Monday Night Fusion. Harvey Hastings, Bloody Justice, finally one-on-one. For over a month, they've been at each other's throats. As Harvey Hastings, the smaller man, they're going to use it. Oh, clean break. That's a bit surprising. Harvey Hastings showing some respect, but he's not going to get it sent back to him as Bloody Justice with some hooks right to the face. Might have rocked him early on. Now a knee directly to the nose. God damn, another punch, another punch, another punch. My goddamn Jesus Christ. Harvey Hastings just got fucked up the ass. Holy shit, Bloody Justice ain't fucking around. We got a beautiful Hurricanrana by Double H, though, to get himself back up. Still to come here tonight, guys. Some more tag team action. The old gods, Aries and Hades Christ, going to try to bounce back from their upsetting debut loss to Fatal Decision last week. They're going to be taking on Heaven or Hell tonight. We got Sean Kent and Chris Andrews still to come. And, of course, that main event, 10-man over the top rope battle royal to find Chris Andrews a #1 contender for Absolution in 2 weeks' time. We kick off the road to Ascendance 5, the grandest stage. Them all kicked to the gut by the assassin. Bloody Justice with an Irish whip. Rebounds this Hastings right into a big boot. No, he saw it coming. Sidesteps now. A couple of back elbows right to the jaw. Harvey Hastings reeling. Turns around quick enough, though, to get off that little punch. Not enough, though, to keep Justice away from... Oh, nice! Nice little transition there as Hastings going to go for a whirly bird head scissors. The assassin right back to his feet. Hastings made his actual Fusion debut last week against Dallas Chandler. Like I said, it was a great match, but he did take the loss, so he wants to win on the flagship show live here on Monday Night Fusion. He's going to rolling cutter now by Double H. We know that 30 men, there's nearly 100 superstars in all of CMV for Fusion and Genesis, that is, but only 30 men will be able to compete in that Royal Rumble match at Absolution in 2 weeks for a chance to headline Ascendance 5 as Hastings at the top thought he might be going for his shooting star press and instead tries for a spiral tap but misses. Bloody Justice doesn't capitalize for some reason. Northern Lights now for his troubles by Hastings. A little twisting leg drop, nicely done. Perhaps a win here will show Johnny Sampson that one of these men deserved to be in that Royal Rumble matchup. Of course, immediately following this one, we got a submission match between Gluttony and Jamari Williams, something that started over a botched game of fucking arm wrestling. Now it leads to this as we get a lasso from El Paso cinched in by Hastings, but Bloody Justice going to be able to escape by pushing his boots up against Hastings. Oh, looks like the damage might be done to that lower spine, though. He almost couldn't stand there. Now tries for a suplex. Hastings drops down behind. Seems the quickness and agility of Hastings is too much for Bloody Justice to handle. Justice with a front headlock now on the assassin. Pushes him off, though. Oh, there's the headshot out of nowhere. Bloody Justice certainly did not see that coming as Hastings in the corner. Oh, putting up the clicks on, baby. Trying to get on my good side over here on commentary. It's number 2, Tim. Ryan Kent's been number 2 times in the Royal Rumble. The second annual and the third annual. Unfortunately, not last year's, but I'm hoping he comes out number 2 this year. Got to keep up the tradition, get it back on track. Bloody Justice trying to battle his way back in this one. I should say that military press dropped right into a gut buster. Justice, we know he's looking for that spider bomb. He actually hit it on Hastings last week in their tag match, but it wasn't enough to get the job done. Look at Bloody Justice with, like, you can't see his facial expression, but his eyes just tell the story. Pure hatred. He's kind of talking shit to Hastings here on the apron. Too much time wasted. Jaw-jacking, though, and now he's going to pay for it with a hot shot by Hastings. Oh! Shooting star press off the ropes. One's not enough, though. How about 2? Oh, and he gets it. Beautifully done. What a finish that'll be. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. And that was beautifully done by Hastings. Wow. Great win for the assassin. The assassin. Whatever that kiddo's name is. Not 1, but 2. Shooting star presses get the job done for the assassin here tonight on Fusion. There's the second one off the top rope. Harvey Hastings is victorious here on Monday Night Fusion and now might have his sights set on the Royal Rumble match. What was that? I don't even know what that was. It started off strong for Bloody Justice, but Harvey Hastings in the end rises above. As here we go, our next matchup of the evening. We keep the action rolling, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, with a submission match coming our way as the personal wrecking ball, the land shark, as Bill Maverick likes to call him, the muscle of the Unholy Alliance, going to be shackled up against Jamari Williams here. Like I said in the last match, this all started over a botched game of arm wrestling. Jamari Williams was drinking a bit too much backstage one night and was getting aggravated that nobody would arm wrestle with him, and he started throwing beer cans around and accidentally hit, well, not accidentally, but hit Gluttony with one, and that backfired as the Gluttony accepted the arm wrestle challenge and ended up nearly breaking Jamari's arm, and that led Jamari to challenge him to this submission match here. No pinfalls, countouts, and disqualifications are still in effect, but the only way you can truly win is by submission. One of these guys is going to have to tap out, which Gluttony has done a lot of these past couple of months. He's tapped out twice, once in that fatal four-way to Harvey Hastings, and again to Oliver Smith. So he doesn't want it to be a third time. Bill Maverick is starting to get a little bit weary of his wrecking ball here. You know, monsters shouldn't be tapping out like that. Gluttony, no doubt, been training for this though, prepping himself. Jamari Williams ain't no walk in the park, though. Two-time international champion. Jamari still has one more invitational matchup. It comes this Thursday against Andrew Briggs. Jamari currently sits at the bottom at 0-6. Can he finish it off with at least one win, or will he go completely negative 0-7? We'll have to wait and see, but he's looking for a bit of momentum here tonight. Jamari been on a bit of a roll. Besides his loss to Travis King on last week's Reality Wrestling, he won a six-man tag and then another tag match last week as well. And here he comes, Bill Maverick, notably absent from his side. Usually joins him in his matches, but decided to stay in the back for this one, letting Gluttony off the leash, per se. That is the personal wrecking ball of the Unholy Alliance dynamic. Bill Maverick's muscle, as here he comes, the CMV veteran, the one and only Kip-Up King, Jamari Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Jamari Williams no doubt has his eyes set on that Royal Rumble matchup, looking to solidify himself a main event on the grandest stage of them all. Last year's Ascendance, Jamari lost a tag team match. It was he and Headhunter, a.k.a. the Witch Doctor, who got that win over Simon Hancock at NGWAME. They took a loss to Extreme Conditions. And then Jamari wasn't even at the Ascendance before that. He ended up missing out on it due to an injury, so he's not going to miss out this year. Jamari is in it because he will finish his invitational by the time he gets to the Rumble. He has his last invitational matchup this Thursday on Reality Wrestling against Andrew Briggs, so win or lose, he'll be finished, and he will be able to compete in the invitational. I'm pretty sure the vast majority of invitational matches will be done before the Royal Rumble. There'll only be a couple afterwards. Again, the winner gets their title shot at Purgatory, the last stop before Ascendance. Here we go. Gluttony, Jamari Williams, one-on-one submission match. No pinfalls, countouts, and disqualifications are still in effect, though. As you get a kitchen sink by Jamari right out of the gate, goes for a knee to the back. You know, the submission matchup, these guys are going to pick a limb and try to target it. If they're smart, they'll do that. Rotation neckbreaker by J-Dub, now going to close in with a Hurricane Rana. Jamari now with the elbow drop, and there's the king of Kip-Up in action. Albius, number 35 veteran. You're getting there. One day. Kick to the spine, drops down with the spinning elbow. Now we're going to play this game in and out. Gluttony waiting for Jamari, a punch right to the back of the head, misses that kick, and a spinning fist. Oh my goodness. That knocked Jamari's ass out. Good God. Oh, now the neck crank applied. What are you going to do, brother, when the neck crank comes for you? Gluttony going to release the hold. Oh, my God, as the near 400-pound man goes to this. Oh, my God. That dick right in the face, though. That was so much worse than I imagined. You know, 400 pounds coming down to your chest is bad enough, like that right there, but that was full-on dick right to the face. What's up, oh God? Now springboard. Oh, overshot though. Accident there. It happens. Slight botch by J-Dub, but he's going to try to get himself back to his feet before Gluttony can. Punch off to the midsection. Fireman's carry going to take the land shark overhead. Jamari closes in, but look at that. Gluttony just pushing him off like he's nothing. Oh! Oh, shit! Low blow by Jamari. I mean, DQs are in effect, but I guess John Cone going to let that one slide. Round of applause. John Cone back. Of course, we had Slappy officiating for homecoming. Overhand punch in the back of that chrome dome, and now a neckbreaker. Remember, the only way to win this matchup is by submission. One of these guys is going to have to tap out. I don't remember the last time Jamari was forced to submit, but I touched on it before this match started. Gluttony's been tapping out a lot recently. Grabbing him by the head, going to try to bring him up to a vertical base, but Jamari going to sweep him off his feet. Gluttony returns the favor. Still to come up next, ladies and gentlemen, tag team action. As the old gods going to be taking on Heaven or Hell. We got Sean Kent and Chris Andrews toe-to-toe, and then that 10-man over the top rope battle royal going to be our main event. We're going to find out who's challenging the Bloody Brit for his title at Absolution in 2 weeks' time. Kiwi Crushers counted there by Jamari Williams. Gluttony now with a stun gun, nearly decapitating J-Dub on that top rope. And Gluttony doesn't seem to be done here. Oh, no! The rear end. That big old ass, biggest ass I've ever seen. Straight to Jamari's face, and now the camel clutch. John Cone in position. Will this one be all over? No, Jamari's not giving up that easy, ladies and gentlemen. But a back elbow by Gluttony, going to keep him in control. The land shark is struggling to maintain dominance right now. Kicks out the knee to Jamari. And a snap DDT. Beautifully done. But Jamari's not finished. Kiwi Crushers again, maybe? No, what is this? Oh my God, Jamari targeting that head with a stump pile driver. That seems to be what Jamari's focusing on the most in this matchup is Gluttony's head. What could he be thinking about locking in here? Oh my God. That arm wrench going to drop Jamari chest first into the canvas. Hook right to the jaw though, and Gluttony's off his feet. Can Jamari capitalize here? Oh, double leg drop right. The sun don't shine. And that props Gluttony up in the seated position. Kick to the chest. Gonna keep him down. Stop. Down onto the arm. And the Kip Up King with a dragon sleeper locked in tight here. That looks like it might be a rope break, and it is. Gluttony saw his hand. I don't know if it was his hand or his foot that touched the bottom rope there. Either way, he's free. But Jamari kicks out the leg. Second time's the charm. Kiwi crushes that final one right to the back of the head. As we get a tweet from Harvey Hastings that says, intimidation doesn't win fights, skill does. As you can see, my skills outweigh yours. Oh my God, Jamari, don't do it! Suicide Spear! Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit! Jamari risking his body and maybe even his career with that Suicide Spear. And now locking in the Dragon Sleeper again on the outside, but it's not falls count anywhere. You can't. You can't. Jamari can't win out here. He's got to get it back into the ring. As he does right there. That Suicide Spear, no doubt, did a lot of damage. Can Jamari capitalize? Oh, Gluttony. What is he going to try for here? I don't even want to fathom a guess. Goes for a kick to the gut. Jamari grabs the leg, though, trips him up. And Jamari, what is this? What the hell is this? Figure four sharpshooter. Oh my God. Middle of the ring. Nowhere for Gluttony to go. figure four sharpshooter in tight. But Gluttony's not going to give in. Punch to the face, double boots pushing Jamari off of him. But Jamari closes in almost immediately, kicks out the leg again. And there's the snap DDT. Stomp down onto the arm, and there it is. Jamari right back at it again with the Dragon Sleeper. But again, he keeps getting such bad placement with that. It's Gluttony's leg keeps going out of the bottom rope. John Cone has to force the break. Jamari with a body splash there. Gluttony going to try to battle back here in this one. What a matchup this has been so far. Back suplex by J-Dub, the Kip Up King. What's he got in mind here, folks? Maybe another spear? Oh, indeed it is, but Gluttony counters last second into a DDT. And now the personal wrecking ball of the Unholy Alliance with eyes to finish here. Rear end again, man. Look at the way that Jamari's head just whips back. And there it is, right into the camel clutch. Same thing that he did last time. Will this time, though, see him be victorious? Camel clutch locked in. But no, Jamari again gonna slip through. And Jamari right back to work on the neck and head. Stomp down onto the arm. And there it is, Dragon Sleeper. I think this time, no rope break this time for Gluttony. Will Gluttony be forced to tap out to the Dragon Sleeper? Or can he find a way to escape and survive? Yes, he does, throwing Jamari overhead. My goodness, what's it going to take for one of these guys to tap out already? Oh, DDT from Gluttony there in the corner. Nicely done to counter whatever J-Dub was going for us now. The Land Shark going to try to go for what he was trying for earlier in the matchup. Oh! A pedigree! That's not going to win him the match, though. He's got to lock in a submission, as he does right here. Devastating shoulder claw of doom. But that's a rope break. Very lucky for Jamari Williams, because I think otherwise that might have been all it. Might have been over right there. And Jamari deciding more damage needs to be done to the head. Little face buster there. Cheeky by Jamari. Busts Gluttony wide open, though. Springboard again. Oh, I thought he was going to miss again, but he got it there. Oh, backstabber. Looks like Gluttony was trying to run away. Maybe take a reprieve on the outside of the ring, but Jamari said, no way, no how, my friend. Dragon Sleeper locked in once again. Again, a rope break, though. Jamari's got to learn ring placement here. Oh, and here come the Kiwi Crushers. Once more, second batch for you. Boom, right to the neck. My goodness. And Jamari, I don't know what he's doing here. Jamari trying to figure out where he wants to come in at, but he took too much time planning instead of doing. And now Gluttony going to make him pay for it with a forearm smash that knocks him on his ass. Oh no, middle of the ring, even though he's bloody, bruised and all, Gluttony still wants that victory. Camel clutch, middle of the ring, nowhere to go for Jamari. Can he escape again? Yes, he can. Jamari just will not give up in this match. You gotta respect that. Gluttony won't either. What's it gonna take for one of these guys to tap out? Backstabber again. Spear! I was taking a sip of water. And now into the Dragon Sleeper. Again, that might be a rope break. It is. Oh, but he tries to realign Gluttony. That might be another rope break, though. It is. God damn. Of course he has to hit his fucking finisher as soon as I decide to take a drink of water. Even though he wasn't able to capitalize after that spear, still going to be doing a lot of damage to Gluttony's ribs, especially after he took the one off the apron earlier in the matchup. Here comes the camel clutch applied once more, just back and forth they go. Dragon sleeper, camel clutch, dragon sleeper, camel clutch. One of these times it's got to be enough to get the job done, but not this time it seems. Again, Jamari escapes. Oh dear God, Jamari going for a ride. Military press. Just drops him from way up high. Jamari now seems to be turning his focus to the arms. Gluttony wants nothing to do with that. Short arm clothesline. Gonna bring J-Dub down under the canvas. These two just, oh my God, what is this by Gluttony? No, no! Oh, dear God above, why? 400 pounds down onto the sternum. Jamari's lungs might have just been fucking flattened. As there it is, camel clutch locked in for, I believe, what might be the final time, ladies and gentlemen. Gluttony gotta have it here. Jamari can't survive, come on. How, oh my God! How does Williams keep escaping that, man? How? There's the neckbreaker, though, man. All the credit in the world for Jamari's performance here tonight. Oh, my God. Looking for the people's elbow. Shades of the people's champion. Or even shades of Hayden there, if you want to go so far. As Jamari now, what's he looking for? Another spear, but countered by Gluttony yet again. Gluttony has that spear well scouted now. What is it going to take to put these two, keep one of these guys down, man? Make them tap. They're just both so prideful. Nice double leg takedown, though, by Jamari, trying to get himself back into the driver's seat. That Dragon Sleeper, man, he just keeps locking it all the way around the ring. He just keeps, that's going to be another rope break, Jamari. You didn't move him at all, my friend. The ref, John Cohen's like, really? Are you kidding me, guy? The rope break, he's right there. I think Jamari might be a bit concussed at this point after all the damage he's taken. But look at Gluttony's face, dear God. It was ugly before. Now it's just covered in blood. Short arm clothesline again. Now it's just like slowly back and forth between these two. Refusing to die. Oh, here comes the camel clutch. Will this finally be it as he covers the eyes, wrenches back on the neck? No, rope break. I thought it was actually over there for a second, but we got a rope break. Oh, my God. Jamari, please just give up. Again! Oh, he missed it. Jamari says, nah, fam. You already caved in one of my lungs. I need the other one. Oh, but he can't capitalize on that reversal. Where is Gluttony going? No, no, don't do it. Say it ain't so. Gluttony off the top with an elbow drop. If there is a God, he's got to do something here. Jamari just got flattened, but he's still not done. Jesus Christ, Dragon Sleeper. That's going to be a rope break. No, rope break for Jamari. Jamari, do you know what a rope break is, my friend? Because you keep getting them. Oh, no. Full Nelson slam as Gluttony keeps the pressure on high. And there's Gluttony, very smart. See, he understands the rope breaks. Dragging Jamari away. Camel clutch. Will this be the final nail in the coffin? Look at Gluttony's face. He's like, tap out, you motherfucker. God damn it. Jamari just won't, though. He refuses. Oh, my God. Gluttony should just sit on him until he fucking taps. Gluttony maybe has finally had enough. His aggression's beginning to boil over. Jamari gonna capitalize on those emotions as he hammers away at the cut. Little cheeky jab, slap to the face. Jamari's not dead yet. High kick, puts him in the corner. Kick to the gut, grabbed by Gluttony though, trips him up. Gluttony, what's he going for here? STF by Gluttony, oh no! STF! Will that be enough? Locked in tight, but Jamari, man. John Cone's right there, but Jamari says, no! I will not tap! Williams, what is this? Reels him in for a reverse DDT with the hammerlock included. He finally has it, no rope break. Dragon Sleeper locked in tight. Jamari for that comeback victory. Can he do it? Gluttony's worming. No, Gluttony escapes. Oh my God. Oh no, and what is this now? I think he was going for a Samoan drop. Thank God. Jamari Williams able to escape. Williams closes the distance. Oh, takes too much time though. European uppercut. Rear end again. Executed by Gluttony. Stop onto the arm. Flops him over. No hope for a rope break. Camel clutch. That's gotta be it. Come on. Jamari, man. Killing yourself. Gluttony can't believe it. No, he escapes again. Oh, there it is. Once more, pedigree. Oh no, that shoulder claw of doom being utilized by Gluttony. Will Jamari be forced to tap out? Finally, no, oh my God, Jamari escapes. Ah, he tried for a spear, but Gluttony caught him. Sorry, took another quick drink of water. Oh my God, one of these guys, dude. Oh my God, a third time! Pedigree by Gluttony. Right to work on the shoulder again. That might be a rope break. I'm not too sure of the positioning right here. John Cone gonna let us know. Dear fucking God, dude. This matchup is getting a bit insane at this point. It's just literally neither of these guys will tap out. Now Jamari with an elbow drop off the ropes. Gluttony at this point is donning that proverbial crimson mask, as now the match is going to spill to the outside. What is Gluttony thinking here? Going to try to get creative. No doubt there's got to be an injury at this point. I'd say to Jamari, who's taken 3 pedigrees, fucking 2 rear ends, 3 rear ends even. Oh, right into the steel steps, ribs first. And also 2 of those fucking splashes. Oh, SD up on the outside again. Submissions don't count anywhere, though. Jamari escapes, but it doesn't matter. Even if he did tap out there, it wouldn't have counted. Now it's Jamari who's going to throw him right into the steel steps. J-Dub brings him to his feet. I think we might be reaching that proverbial time limit at this point. These two just throwing the script out the window, but Jamari going to give it one last shot. Rapid fire kicks to the chest, bam to the side of the head. Do a submission that targets the head. Gluttony moving out of the way, though. Snapmare by the land shark, kick to the spine, but that just woke Jamari up, brother. Goes for a cheeky little jab. Forearm smash. Gluttony staggers Jamari. What's this? Oh, eat the feet. But that took it out of J-Dub. The Kip Up King down on one knee. Jamari says, I've had enough. I've had enough. Spear again for the third time in this matchup. Oh my God, it's going to be a rope break. Jamari, dude. Drag him. Drag him. What are you doing? Drag him. Drag him. Jamari. Jamari, why are you doing this, man? Why are you doing this, Jamari? We're going to give it one more minute. I'm being told by General Manager Johnny Sampson, ladies and gentlemen, that this matchup has been given one more minute. If neither man can tap out by then, this matchup will be declared a draw. As Gluttony hears the news, he's trying to give it one more go. I'm trying to end things and get the win. He doesn't want to draw. Neither one of these men do, but they just will not give up. 1 minute on the clock for one of these guys to end this, or it'll be declared a draw. Again, Jamari with that reverse DDT, center of the ring, blocking the Dragon Sleeper, Jamari. Right here, right now. That's your chance to do it. Oh my God. Throws his non-existent elbow pad out into the crowd. Double rebound. Drops the elbow yet again. Seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 30 seconds left for one of these guys to tap out the other, or this match will be ended and it will be considered a draw. They're just going back and forth. Look at this. This Hail Marys. This is a final hoo-wah between both of them. Just back and forth. Punches and slaps and kicks. Oh! Sharpshooter! Sharpshooter by Jamari! Could this be it? Could Jamari do it? Tap, you son of a bitch! Tap! Oh my God, no, it's over. It's over, folks. The bell has been rung, ladies and gentlemen. Time limit draw. Both men standing with their jaws wide open, blood pouring down the face of Gluttony, sweat. Just Jamari drenched from head to toe in sweat. As the referee calls it, the bell rings. It's a draw. Both of those men just refusing to tap out. The pride was too strong between them. You gotta respect that in a way. All right. Had to get a nice long chug of my water after that one. Yeah, unfortunate it had to end that way, but what are you going to do? And two competitors just are so prideful they don't want to tap out to the other. Really surprised me considering, as I mentioned a couple of times now, Gluttony tapped up twice last month. So I'm really surprised. I'm wondering where that fortitude was the last two times he was locked into submission. But What are you going to do? Johnny Sampson calls it. The ref calls it. It is a tie. And no doubt things are not finished between those two. As up next, some more tag team action going to be coming our way as the old gods, Aries and Hades Christ, made their debut last week on Fusion. Quite an upsetting loss to Fatal Decision rather quickly. They took the L after trying to isolate Azrael on the outside in their corner. They beat him down, but as soon as they got him back in the ring, Azrael made the tag, and they were able to hit the Boot of Doom to secure the victory. So, going to try to bounce back here on this new team to the flagship show as they take on another set of former champions in the legendary duo, Season 1 veterans here, and Heligo and Diablo, a Heaven or Hell, and hopefully things go better for them. Still to come, we have Sean Kent one-on-one with Chris Andrews, a big opportunity for the young Sean as he takes on the brand new undisputed champion in our main event, that 10-man over the top rope battle royal. We're going to find out who's going to get the world title shot at Absolution. Here they come. Fucking Hades not even fitting into the screen. Trying to fidget with my phone again. My bad, there we go. The old gods, they call themselves. We actually could have used these two guys in the last matchup. Submission experts. Obviously, Hades there on the left, the bigger of the two brothers, is also quite the powerhouse. But Aries, very, very skilled in the submission game. Really could have used them jumping into that last matchup there. But we're going to try to utilize that against these two men who have the same entrance rip. Season 1 of veterans, former tag team champions, Heaven or Hell, making their actual Fusion debut since they were traded about a month and a half ago now. Been competing on mostly live events and reality wrestling, so a big opportunity for that. Now it's fucking old boy Diablo who can't fit in screen. We know that the #1 contendership for the Fusion Tag Team titles is wide open. Desolation without contenders after the New Gods failed to defeat them at the top of the show. So a win for one of these two teams could see them maybe entered into a #1 contenders match of some kind. Here we go. The old gods. Looks like it's going to be Aries starting things off, as it'll be Angelico, the two smaller men of their respective teams, going to be kicking things off here in this tag match as the referee rings the bell and things get underway. Like, oh, a little bit of aggression shown, a little bit of kickback there from Aries. Like I said, it was a devastating loss for the old guys, and they came in real hyped. Their egos maybe getting the better of them against Fatal Decision, though. They're going to not make that mistake again. Get a waistlock lariat, one of my favorite maneuvers, and done to perfection there by Aries. Big fan of Aries' look. Again, he is a submission expert. He's trained many years in the art of torturing an opponent, figuring out different ways to make them squirm and tap. As you see big old Hades there on the apron, the powerhouse of the two brothers, get a little $1 million dream into a Russian leg sweep. Ooh, jawbreaker. I like that little highlight in his hair too. You know, it's not crazy, just a nice little red streak. Neckbreaker by the newcomer. in before Samuel Boone wins the Royal Rumble. Coming out number 30, I can spoil it for you. What is this by Helico? Oh! Damn, dick right to the face. That's Molina's finisher, isn't it? It's like a reverse DDT leg drop combo. It's kind of a weird move. Here comes the big man Diablo, and I'd love to see Diablo and Hades butt heads. That's only if Aries can make the tag, though. Only if Diablo allows it. As Aries takes a quick breather, back of the ring, knife edge shot puts him right back on his ass. Oh. My goodness. Aries going in right now. Oh, and a double chop to the throat as well. That is so dangerous. And here we go. Tag to the big man Hades. And now the respective powerhouses are going to clash. Hades off the ropes. Right into a body block. Damn, that didn't go well. Hades coming in with a head full of steam and immediately just gets his ass kicked. Diablo off the ropes with a senton. His 300-pound frames crashing down onto the ribs right there. Hades back to suit, though. Hades looks like he has a bit of a height advantage. Not by much. A couple of inches over Diablo. Both men about equally jacked, I'd say. As we get an Irish whip now. Well, hey, good news is that Old Gods have already lasted longer than they did last week. Breaking their own record there. Oh, my God. Choke slam from Diablo to Hades. Things are not going Hades' way since he tagged in. And Diablo apparently doesn't want to hit the fall of man, with Angelico going to go on his own. What's he going to go for? What the hell? Military press. Oh, but he's not done. He's a big man, but he's agile too with the moonsault. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, however. Hades simply too fresh to go down that easy. And Hades deciding that that didn't work out too well for him. I'm going to tag in Aries. He's had a bit to rest. Cheeky little punch from his brother. Aries going to try to capitalize with a front headlock. Throws him off of him, though. Oh. And now Aries going to go for a ride with a sit-out power bomb. Deadlifted up off the canvas like a little boy. Diablo going to tag in, and Angelico. Maybe Aries can hang a bit better with Angelico, the smaller of the two, the luchador. The European up guy's getting double teamed right now. Referee beginning to count out Diablo. Got to watch out. Oh, down goes John Cone. Rotation. Neckbreaker on Angelico. He's okay, though. Referee right back up to his feet. Can he make the pin in time? And Angelico trying to finish 1, 2. With a little pause there. It took the ref to get back to his feet. Helping out Aries. Nice dodge by Aries. Forearm smash to the lower spine. Aries, don't know what he went for there, but he failed to hit it twice. As now he's put to the corner looking for attacks. And Angelico. Aries says, no way, my friend. Oh, and again, I don't know. Ooh, that might be glitched there. Explicit, whatever his SIG is. Looks like it's spazzing out a bit. Diablo giving his partner some room to work here as Angelico gonna put him up top. Oh, might be looking for a superplex. And he gets it. Oh my God! Into a Falcon Arrow! What a maneuver! Holy shit tits. My goodness. I did not expect that from an Angelico, ladies and gentlemen. Now put to the corner, tag to Diablo, and here it comes. The fall of man inbound. Legendary, combination. Chop block, European uppercut combo. Oh, but John Cone not going to count it. Lucky for Aries. Gives Hades enough time to make the save. That was unfortunate. John Cone said, nah. Looks like he was about to go and count it. Oh, he's going to get sent on heaven or hell. Just working on the Old Gods right now, man. Old Gods are getting mollywopped here on Monday Night Fusion. We still got our co-main event up next. Sean Kent, Chris Andrews, one-on-one, and then that 10-man battle royal. Oh my, looks like he sat on his chest that time. Aries has got to figure something out here because he is just getting worked too hard. All hope of them grabbing the win here is starting to dwindle. And just as I say that, Aries beginning to try to mount a comeback as his brother spouts support from the ring apron. Neck crank by Aries. Arms up high. I don't know why in the world he would be taunting right now. Wasting a lot of time. Here we go. Forearm smash. Forearm smash again. And a catchphrase. Why not? Everybody else has one in CMV. Now Aries bringing Diablo to his feet. Gonna get it this time. Oh, $1 Million Dream. We know he's a submission expert, but unfortunately that was a rope break. Lucky for Diablo. As Aries looking for that ultimate fucking clutch right now. Gonna put Diablo in the corner. A tag to his brother. What do they got cooked up here? Could be bad news for Diablo. What is this? Magic Killer by the old gods. Oh. What? What? Okay, I don't know what happened right there. I cannot even fathom, I guess, as to what we just witnessed. But either way, Angelico makes the save. And this match continues long enough for Diablo to take Hades' head off with a clothesline all the way from the deepest depths of hell. Tim, it's A-R-E-S. That was very strange, though. I'm not sure what happened. I think he speared. I'm not even going to try to guess. But it might be Hades' turn to taste the fall of mana, or maybe not. Diablo going to put him in a different corner than his partners. This might be up to Hades at this point, though. Aries can't even stand on his own there on the apron. He's having to use the ropes to... Oh, going for Urine! Oh, my God! I have not seen that reversal yet. That was a beautiful STO to counter there. Oh, wake up, Aries. Wake up, Aries. Hades trying for a tag. Aries, you home? Nope. Instead, Hades going to put him up on the top rope. Oh, muscle buster inbound. A very, very dangerous move to hit. Right down onto the neck. It's A-R-E-S. Not A-E-I-R-S either. Is Aries away? No, another beautiful reverse. I'm just seeing all these new reversals here on tonight's Fusion. Oh, and that might be the one he needs. Putting Hades in the corner, and Angelico awake. Here we go. Aries got one. I guess it's only fair that Hades gets one too. Welcome to the big leagues, boys. Welcome to CMV. Welcome to Fusion, the fall of man. Will that be enough to get the job done? Diablo gonna make sure Aries doesn't interfere. 1, 2. Wow, just a 2 count. The resiliency by Hades. Remember, he already took that moonsault off the military press as well earlier in the matchup. You got a bit of a stuffy nose. My allergies been acting up real bad these past couple of weeks. Now we've got quite the mismatch going on. Oh, right down onto the knee. Oh, what is Hades thinking about here? I don't even want to imagine the pain that's inbound. Oh, Miller's grabbing him by the face. Jesus Christ. Oh, gonna waste that comeback. GG no re. Tag to Aries instead. I don't know how smart that is. Oh, and Aries gonna taunt. I don't think the old gods are very smart here, folks. They're wasting prime opportunities. They might not be the brightest bunch in CMV. Maybe going for a forward row! Revenge! You might be seeing that up next. Angelico doesn't have as much oomph behind it as one Chris Andrews does, but still a nice reversal. Another reversal that's 3 new reversals I haven't seen yet that I've seen in this one match. Ooh, forearm smash. I'm gonna crack that jaw. And now Angelico to the top rope, maybe looking to finish things off on his own here. Getting desperate. Pointing down to Aries to rise to his feet. Oh, Meteora! Laid out flat. And now Angelico says, the deed is done. Allow me to put the final nail in the coffin with a brain, mother. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. In heaven or hell, get the win. The old gods certainly put up much more of a fight than they did last week against Fatal Decision, but yet again, their egos, their, what's the word, their freshness, their juvenility, I don't think that's a word. They wasted a lot of opportunities is what I'm trying to say. They taunted when they shouldn't have. They were very, very cocky. I don't know why they were, but heaven or hell, the veterans that they are, they capitalized on every opportunity, every opening presented to them. And heaven or hell get the win. We might be looking at our next number one contenders with that victory. The newcomers putting over old talent. Only in CMV, ladies and gentlemen. Inexperience, there you go. The inexperience of the old gods, their downfall here tonight against heaven or hell. All right, here we go, folks. Co-main event time before we get to our main event and the 10-man over-the-top rope battle royal to see who will face that man. On the right there, Chris Andrews for his undisputed World Heavyweight Championship in just 2 weeks' time at Absolution. But first, the Brit going to look to kick off his championship reign with a bang as he takes on the younger brother of CMV's veteran long stay, Ryan Kent. Of course, we know that Ryan, after his victory over Sam Valentine at Homecoming last night, been named number one contender and will get that shot against Bob Luger at Absolution. Sean Kent with this victory here, ladies and gentlemen. Who knows? He could see himself get a crack at the championship, and no doubt he has his sights set on the Royal Rumble match. His tag team partner, Azrael, actually going to be in our main event up next, part of that 10-man battle royal preview of the Rumble to come in 2 weeks' time. We did have ratings at the top of the season, Tim and Gumble, but they got tired of it after like 2 weeks. It didn't last long. You can do it if you want to, Josh. Here he comes. Sean Kent. Sorry, playing with my phone again. I'm very uncomfortable having it sit on my leg this whole time. Sean Kent, only about 5 months into his CMV career, if you can believe it. Already a former Fusion Tag Team Champion. When he first came into CMV, a great singles competitor. I think he's undefeated, actually. He hasn't had many singles matches, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't been beaten. He had like the first month and a half of his career, he was on his own before he and Azrael decided to join up. But remember, many might be quick to say, Sean Kent has no chance of winning. He's a rookie. This is Chris Andrews we're talking about, but the Brit is currently suffering from bruised ribs. The doctors don't want him to compete at all, but the Brit says, fuck you, double middle fingers to them. He'll compete if he wants to. He doesn't care. And that's that same attitude of the doctors told him, you can't fight at Homecoming. You're going to get broken ribs. But Andrew said, fuck that. And because of that attitude, he defeated Reese Matthews and walked out, capped off the year, Superstar of the Year, by becoming the undisputed champ. You can hardly see it, but it is around his waist there. But the fans giving quite the ovation to the new face that runs the place, the man now atop the mountain. Britt looking to make quick work of Sean Kent here and then sit back and watch to find out who will be his challenger. And 2 weeks' time at Absolution up next in our main event, that 10-man battle royal. But here we go. Sean Kent with the opportunity of a lifetime against the world champion. Britt looking to kick off his reign with a bang. He's got to protect those ribs, though. No doubt Sean Kent's done his homework. He ain't stupid. It's going to be Kent who takes the early advantage with that back rotation suplex. A tweet from Matt Devious, ladies and gentlemen, says, speaking of a battle royal, remember when I eliminated half the people in one and won? Yeah, because I do. That one mattered more than the main event. But all of you have piss poor memory and don't give me credit. Matt Devious did indeed win a impromptu battle royal a couple of weeks ago on a live event. Apparently he thinks that's more important than the main event up next. But certainly that might give him some cred in the Royal Rumble match. As Kent chopped to the back and a kick to the chest. Nice combo there. Azrael, I'm sure, is in the back preparing for his matchup up next, but rooting for Sean here, as I'm sure Sean will be rooting when Azrael competes for #1 contendership. Oh, beautiful. I don't know if that was a crossbody or an elbow. I'm going to say a crossbody, but man, the oomph behind that torque was nasty. And a tweet from Crow, ladies and gentlemen, simply says, soon, adopting Marketell's gimmick. We know Crow returns in 2 weeks at Absolution to get his rematch for the Anarchy title, challenging the new champion, Troy Myers. Yes, I'm saying that right. Troy Myers is our new Anarchy champion. We're going to see him in action up next in our main event. He perhaps could be our #1 contender of the world title. The majority of the CMV universe want to see him win at least. We'll get into that poll when the match starts up next. Look at Sean Kent eliminating the Brit from the Royal Rumble. But Brit won't even be in the Royal Rumble this year. He'll be defending his championship as Sean. What is he gearing up for here? Has been all Sean since the bell rang. A little bit of a botched clothesline there. Still got the job done at the end of the day, though. It's been complete domination from Sean so far, guys. I don't think Britt's hit a single move. Right to the announce table he goes, but a knee to the midsection by the world champion. Referee at a count of 3 here. I'm sure Kent wouldn't mind a count-out victory over the champion. It's still a victory. Oh! Blue Thunder Bomb now by Sean. Oh, and a stomp down onto the spine. Guys, a count of 5 here. I think this might be what Sean Kent's working for. Maybe realizing he might not be able to put down Andrews via pinfall or submission, or maybe I'm wrong. There we go. Sean at the count of 7. Going to put the champion back. He wants to win by pinfall or submission here. No doubt nobody would be able to call him a fluke or that it was a dirty win if he actually pins the champion clean. But Kent, I think he was looking for that combo of his. Britt shoots him down, though. Another Blue Thunder Bomb. You know, Britt with those bruised ribs, and one hell of a match he had with Reese Matthews just 24 hours ago in the main event Homecoming. I think all coupled together is just too much. He should have taken the week off, but again, he said, fuck the doctors. I'm competing. Oh, reverse DDT. Looking high up into the air there. I am a bit astonished at Sean Kent's performance so far, man. Kent is on top of his game right now, but Britt, once more, looking to break the arm of Shawnee Boy. The second time he's done that in this match. We know Britt is that ultimate oh, what is this? Oh, a Fisherman's DDT, Gumble. Shades of Reese Matthews there. Britt actually felt that a couple of times last night in Homecoming. Britt gonna try to follow that up. Oh my God, this could be the win of Sean Kent's career. What a colossal upset this would be. GTS into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Wow. I am absolutely blown away. Sean Kent not only just defeated Chris Andrews, but he just mopped up He dominated the world champion. Holy shit. I have not seen Britt ever dominated so easily. Chris literally hit like 2 or 3 moves in that match. Oh my God. Like I said, the bruised ribs coupled with the matchup that he had with Reese just 24 hours ago, he should not have competed here tonight, and he paid for his pride. Look at this GTS. What a win by Shawn. Holy shit. Oh my God. I mean, I really don't have the correct words to say how big of an upset this is. Holy tits, man. Shawn Kent has just pinned the world champion clean here on Monday Night Fusion. And now up next in our main event, we'll see if his good friend, his tag team partner Azrael, can become #1 contender as the 10-man battle royal is now just moments away. Wow. What a win for Shawn. Unfortunate for the Brit. I can't believe what we just witnessed, ladies and gentlemen. But here we go. We got to put that on the back burner for now because it is main event time. You see the 10 names there. Azrael, Brody Sampson, Dallas Chandler, Lex Knight, Paul Devine, Reese Matthews, Schmitty, Shanaz Andoni, Troy Myers, and Xander Slate, the 10 men who will be competing here in the Over the Top Rope Battle Royal. Preview what's to come in Absolution. In 2 weeks' time, the 30-man 5th annual Royal Rumble. The winner gets a main event spot on the grandest stage of all ascendants. But here in this one, the winner will become #1 contender and get a shot at Chris Andrews' world title at Absolution itself. And I touched on that poll for just a quick second during that last matchup. A poll put up on our website, communityuniverse.4emotion.com, which you can indeed get a link to. Excuse me, fuck, chest. If you type !join into the chat. But the poll asked who the CM Universe would like to, not who they thought, but who they would like to see win the Battle Royal. And Troy Myers got 9 votes out of 22. I think second was Schmitty with 4. Everybody else either got only 1 or 2. So the CMV Universe surprisingly polling for our new Anarchy champion. It was quite an upset. Even a bigger upset than Shawn Kent just defeating Andrews, if you ask me. With Troy Myers putting down Shanaz Andoni last night at Homecoming. And yeah, guys, the Royal Rumble Arena, you can't, no way around it. It's fucking retarded. But what are you going to do? CMV Fusion quickly redone during the commercial break here, because we're getting this preview of the Royal Rumble. Alright, you did a good job. You can go away now. And a tweet, ladies and gentlemen, from Shawn Kent says, "What was that, Andrews? Do I hear a title match coming my way? Hashtag give it here." As it looks like #1 is going to be the son of our illustrious general manager, ladies and gentlemen, Brody Sampson. And the reaction in here, it does not even almost touch the reaction that the CM Universe gave when Brody not only defeated but tapped out Paul Devine last night at Homecoming. Remember, the rules were if Devine won, he would be added to the main event, making it a triple threat for the World Championship. But if Paul Devine lost, not only would he obviously not get the main event title shot, but he would also be banned from the Royal Rumble. And Brody did win. He tapped out Devine. The reaction was absolutely astonishing. The negativity. They hate this guy, does the CMV Universe. But Samson showing a bit of humanity by giving Divine this last chance. This is Divine's last opportunity. If Divine does not win here, his chance of getting another crack at the title he once held of Main Event Descendants are gone. As look at this, number 2, gonna be our brand spanking new United States champion. And as this is a preview of the Royal Rumble to come in 2 weeks' time at Absolution, it will be intervals. Every couple of seconds, a new superstar will enter. We know last is going to be Schmitty. He made himself last. Of course, now co-general manager owning 50% of Fusion. You can see Brody didn't take any cheap cuts. You know, Samson probably could have made him number 9 at least, but no, Samson entering first here. Xander Slate last night at Homecoming. We talked about the negative reaction for Brody Samson. What a reaction for Xander Slate winning the United States title. Finally taking down Schmitty a peg, but apparently not for long as he bounced back tonight pretty quickly. Xander with his first championship in nearly 3 years, but he says it's not enough. He was on Ted Dickens' podcast following Homecoming, and Ted Dickens asked him what's next for him, and Xander Slate said it flat that he's going to win this battle royal, go on to Absolution to win the world title and Main Event Ascendance with one title over each shoulder. Brody Samson certainly showed us something last night. I mean, a lot of people had no faith in him, and Johnny Samson said it like he did, called Brody Samson the future. He's been working his whole life for this opportunity to finally make his way into CMV, and he tapped out one of the greatest of all time in Paul Divine last night. Could he perhaps become #1 contender now? And this is an over-the-top rope battle royal. You have to be tossed over the top rope, obviously, with both feet touching the floor to be eliminated. Of course, the 10 men in this, 20 men will join the fray at Absolution. That's who's going to be number 3. It is Dallas Chandler, the baddest man in all the land, undefeated since he returned to CMV at the top of the last month. With a victory over Oliver Smith at Homecoming last night. Looking to become one of the couple of dark horses here in this one, alongside Lex Knight and Azrael and Troy Myers. Brody Samson looking to make a first elimination, get Xander Slate the hell out of here. Dallas Chandler going to help him out. Now they're going to help him out. Yes, he is, and Xander in a bad way. The numbers game coming up to the OG dirty heel, but he battles back both men as Brody immediately turns on Dallas now with a back suplex. Brody Samson. Wrong time to taunt, but here comes number 4, the brand new Anarchy champion, Troy Myers, who immediately takes it to Dallas Chandler. The majority of the CMV universe are behind Troy Myers to win this matchup and become #1 contender. He did the unthinkable last night. His first CMV championship, defeating Shanaz Andoni. Get a hammerlock lariat and a Samoan drop to Brody by Slate. Yo, what up, 702? Just in time for our main event. The 10-man over the top rope battle royal. We have our first 4 entrants here. Brody Samson was #1, Xander Slate #2, Dallas Chandler #3, Troy Myers just entered. At Dallas Chandler eliminated. Wow! I did not expect that, but look at this. Number 5 is the Boa, big asshole Azrael, waiting for the way to be clear. Yes, the winner of this becomes #1 contender for the Undisputed Championship. They will go one-on-one with Chris Andrews in 2 weeks' time at Absolution. As we have our first elimination of the evening, Dallas Chandler just put out by the Anarchy champion Troy Myers. Azrael, a former 2-time international champion, former Fusion tag team champion, who just saw his tag team partner Sean Kent defeat Chris Andrews in that non-title bout dominantly. Can Azrael now earn a shot at the championship? Failed to eliminate Troy Myers right there. Xander goes to work on Brody Samson yet again. The future of CMV, as Johnny Samson called him, our general manager here at Monday Night Fusion. And there goes Brody! Wow! Big elimination. Brody Sampson entered at number 1 has been eliminated, as number 6 is the former world champion, and Xander Slate just waiting for him. Reese, the man who lost the world title last night in the main event of Homecoming. Oh! Super kick! Reese is gone! Oh no! Reese Matthews has been eliminated just like that. Xander says, go fuck yourself. Wow. Just like that, maybe 5 seconds, Reese Matthews just spent in the ring. Xander Slate with a super kick. Reese is eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Reese deserves a one-on-one rematch, but for now, that opportunity is gone from him. Oh, listen to the reaction of the CMV universe as here he comes, the Asian sensation, the man who puts the rising and rising sun, the former world champion. Paul Devine has arrived at number 7. And immediately Devine, despite all the hype behind him, going to take a Troy Turner. Troy Myers entered at number 4, Xander at number 2, Azriel at number 5. Next is going to be number 7. Remember, we know Schmitty will be entering last. He will be coming out at number 10. Oh my God, Paul Devine is teetering, ladies and gentlemen. If he's a... Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Paul Devine's eliminated! Just like that, Paul Devine's hopes of getting another crack at his title of main eventing ascendance are gone, and Troy! Troy eliminates the United States champion! Xander's gone! Oh my God! That's 3 eliminations for Troy! He just military pressed Xander out of the ring! Holy shit, Lex Knight at number 7! Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. Like the 3 biggest guys in this match who you thought would win. Reese Matthews, fucking Paul Devine, and Xander Slate eliminated. Jesus Christ, Reese Matthews lasted like 5 seconds. As here comes the real number 1 Baba baby, Shanaz Andoni at number 8. Just 2 more left to go. We know Schmitty's number 10. Holy shit, guys. This battle royal has not gone the way I thought it would at all. At least my top 3 picks in Reese, Devine, and Slate all eliminated. Man, Paul only lasted like fucking 10 seconds. Troy just immediately whooped him. As Lex Knight's teetering. Azrael trying to get the elimination, but Knight gonna survive. Lex Knight, another one of those dark horses. We got like all dark horses in the ring right now. As number 9, ladies and gentlemen, our final 6 upon us. Oh, is it number 10 already? Did I miscount? I guess I miscounted. This might be our final 5 because Schmitty is number 10. I'm not good with numbers. I ain't good at counting. So here we go, folks. This is it. Our final 5. Shanaz Andoni, Troy Myers, Azriel, Lex Knight, and Schmitty. One of these 5 men will be challenging Chris Andrews for the world title in 2 weeks' time at Absolution. This battle royal has completely defied all my expectations. Reese Matthews eliminated in the blink of an eye. Paul Devine eliminated real quick. Xander Slate's gone. Brody's gone. We have all the newcomers, all the dark horses besides Schmitty in here. Schmitty, the former United States champion. Oh my God, Troy Myers looking for another huge elimination. Troy's been here the longest. He entered at number 4. Next is Azra, who entered at 5. Schmitty and Shanaz are going to work together to finally get Myers out of here. But Myers is strong tonight, baby. He is not backing down, man. The universe is behind him. He's got their momentum with him. Oh, what a counter by Shanaz. Looks like Schmitty, but I'm going for electric chair. Sit out powerbomb, but a Hurricane Rana by the real number one Bubba. And now Troy going to target the man that he defeated last night at Homecoming to win the Anarchy title. Oh my God, one of these 5 men will become number 1 contender. We'll go one-on-one with Chris Andrews for the Undisputed Championship in 2 weeks' time at Absolution. All the big names are essentially gone. Reese Matthews, Paul Devine, Xander Slate, Brody Sampson, all eliminated. Troy has 3 eliminations in this matchup. I mean, just look at the implications already. Paul Devine is banned from the Royal Rumble. He has no hope. Oh, there goes Shanaz. 4 eliminations for Troy Myers. Holy shit. Shanaz didn't know he's gone. Troy Myers once again gonna crush. Oh my God, if Troy eliminates Schmitty. Holy shit. 4 eliminations for Troy Myers, but Schmitty hangs on. Oh, but Troy Myers right back to work on the self-proclaimed greatest professional wrestler in the world. Let's look at this. Lex Knight with a vice grip on Azrael. Azrael passes out and is eliminated. Final 3. Lex Knight, Troy Myers, Schmitty. Let's go, baby. Schmitty and Azrael. Or Schmitty and Lex Knight's just going to watch, I guess. Sean Kent got quite a win over Chris Andrews earlier, but Azrael not able to bring home the victory here. Not able to become number 1 contender. Oh my God, this is it. One of these 3 men is going to become number 1 contender for the Undisputed Championship. What a showing by Troy. Entered at number 4 with 4 eliminations. Tries to go for a pin there. Ref had to remind him that there's no pinfalls. This is Xbox Indeed Royal Beast Gaming, my friend. Welcome to CMV. Exclamation point CMV, exclamation point join will let you know about us and give you a link to our website. Troy Myers getting a bit full of himself there, taking the wrong time to taunt Schmitty, making him pay for it. Again, able to hang on for dear life, though. Can you imagine if Troy Myers wins this, man? He'll have to pull double duty. He's already set to defend the title against the returning Crow at Absolution. Could he go one-on-one with Chris Andrews? And I wouldn't put it past him to win after we just saw Sean Kent defeat Chris Andrews. Ooh, Schmitty double duty there as he, that one knee taking down both Lex Knight and Troy Myers as Myers' time finally up. Can Schmitty get the elimination? Lex Knight gonna help him. They want to get Troy the hell out of here. Troy's too powerful. Entered at number 4, 4 eliminations, but he hangs on. What the hell? Oh my God. Now Schmitty decides maybe I can get Lex the hell out of here and just focus on Troy Myers myself. One-on-one. Is Lex Knight gone? Lex Knight's eliminated. Oh my God. It's down to Troy Myers and Schmitty. Troy entered at number 4. Schmitty at number 10. One-on-one. Who's going to Absolution? Who's number 1 contender for the world title? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat. Could it be? Could it be? The CM Universe is so behind Troy. But Schmitty rigged this matchup every which way for him to succeed. Oh, but Schmitty's not having it. Kick to the gut by Troy. Troy wants this shot. He wants this opportunity. Reverse DDT by the Anarchy Champion. This match has just completely defied every single expectation I had. I did not think this would be the final 2. Maybe Schmitty, but not Troy Myers. Holy shit, man. Oh, Troy put on the ring apron. And Schmitty with a neck breaker, and Schmitty is number 1 contender, crushing the dreams of Troy Myers and the CMV Universe. It is Schmitty, Chris Andrews, one-on-one at Absolution for the Undisputed Championship. What a showing by Troy. Entered at number 4, 4 eliminations, final 2, but Schmitty rigged this match in his favor. Made sure he was number 10, and now Schmitty is the number 1 contender. What a match. Wow, Reese Matthews eliminated in 5 seconds. Paul Devine eliminated in like 10 seconds. Xander Slate got killed by Troy with a military press, but Schmitty's going to absolution. Are we looking at our next world champion? All right, folks, make sure you stick around because we still got the live events coming. Remember, not immediately after, probably like a half an hour or so or less after this stream ends, I will be doing the after show. We'll be testing it to see if people like it, if it gets a good reception, and then if it does, we'll do it after every show or after Fusion Genesis and pay-per-views, not reality wrestling. We got some tweets, ladies and gentlemen. One from Sean Kent says, "What a fucking fluke of a win from Schmitty. Jesus Christ." Obviously not happy that he had to, he won one-on-one against Chris Andrews. And then Schmitty enters number 10 and gets the victory. And a tweet from Joshua, our Rising Star champion, says, "That was BS. Troy deserved to win." Either way, Schmitty is now the number 1 contender for the undisputed title. All right. Alright, matches. One's the triple threat. I don't really remember the other one, though. Tim, can you take a look at the Fusion card for me? I don't remember what the second match was. Got Alistair Knox. And Roman Reigns, the big dog, making a CMV debut. Who's the other one? Alistair Knox. And Duke. There's Duke Hunter and a Bloody Justice. What's the other match, Tim? Dimitri, there we go. Juan on Juan. Josh, when Tim and Gumble did him, they did him in the Superstar Outlook section, so you can do him in there. You can take a look. You'll have to go back a couple of pages, but you can see how they did it and do it like that, or do it your own way, whatever you want to do. I think Tim and Gumble had a nice little setup how they did it. Oh no, we actually have to keep entrances off. I almost forgot. Yeah, we'll have a one-on-one winner match. Tim, I think you're the only mod in here, so you can give us both, if you will. Make sure to keep entrances off here. Ah, there's Borton to the rescue. Maybe he can get off. All right. Damn, Reese Matthews, Paul Devine, one-on-one in a live event, eh? You gotta wonder what's next for both Matthews and Devine. We now know Devine is banned from the Royal Rumble, so from here to Ascendance, there's no way for him to get another title shot. There's no way for him to main event Ascendance, and for Reese, you know, that was essentially his rematch clause. So he's gonna have to try to work his way back on title shot. I can't even fathom after that the way that battle royal went. All right, Josh, who are you picking? Harvey. Break down the walls of Jericho. Damn. Savagery. Jaquan Shea is on Reality Wrestling, but you could pick him for this if you like. All right, Matt Devious. Tim, how many times do I have to tell you that Reality Wrestling is Fusion and Genesis? It's not its own roster. I've told you that like a million times. You always forget. It's probably like, oh god, because I did a lot of those CMV exclusive things, so you're gonna have to look through the pages. I feel like it's the first couple of pages because we did it at the right when the game came out. You can just search it too, Josh. Ooh, that voice crack. Up on the top, when you're on the home page, up on the top left thing, there's a search thing. You can type in like review, like Fusion review, and it'll give you the thread. It'll give you all the matches. You can find it easily that way. I just cut my lip on a fucking plastic cup. Rip in peace. And then from your heart, let it pour like rain. You haven't done them in a while, have you, Hellish? I liked him, but I think Josh is thinking of like I don't know what Josh is thinking, but if he doesn't like Tim and Gumble used to, then there'll be like a paragraph or not a paragraph, but a couple of sentences on the match itself. Didn't you just do like star ratings? It was good, but I haven't seen you do one in a while. I didn't know you still did it if you do. Since Gumble's not here, I'm just gonna simulate this one. So we got Alistair Knox making his official CMV debut. He wasn't that Battle Royal a couple of weeks ago, the one that Matt Devious won, as they'll have you know. We got Duke Hunter in there, who debuted last week with a loss to Lex Knight, and Bloody Justice trying to rebound after his loss to Harvey Hastings on Fusion. And Alistair Knox gonna get the win. A good little push for the newcomer. A tweet from Matt Devious says, "As you can see, I'm the face of the brand that matters, the live event brand." Here we go, though. One-on-one, ladies and gentlemen. We saw the debut of Arthur Rose a couple of weeks ago on Fusion. He put up one hell of a fight against Crow. Unfortunately, Crow was able to take him down, so Rose is going to try to bounce back here tonight as he takes on the big Russian, Dmitry Nurmagomedov. We haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. Not much since he's come to Fusion after the trade a couple of months ago. So both these men looking for a win. We'll see who walks out the victor. Before we see Harvey Hastings go one-on-one with Matt Devious. Referee rings the bell, and here we go. Rose right out of the gate, gonna charge Nurmagomedov. Nice little wheelbarrow arm drag, and that seemed to piss Dimitri off. Wasn't too happy about it. Now Arthur Rose with a wrist lock Northern Lights suplex. Damn. Taking it to Nurmagomedov early on here is Arthur. Rocking the big Russian. Stomp right down to the face. Arthur Rose, we saw in his matchup with Crow a couple of weeks ago, is a very unique offense, very aggressive, as well as you can see right there, a prime example, trying to tear the shoulder right out of the damn socket. As it brings Dimitri to his feet, gonna grab the arm now, return the favor, snapping it like a twig over the shoulder. Dimitri now with an Irish whip. Arthur goes for a run, rebounds off the ropes, right into a boot. No, misses the boot. Now Rose gonna capitalize, going for a fall away slam, but Dimitri gonna land it. Feet firmly on the canvas, and a single knee backbreaker connects flush. I beg for forgiveness. Sandip Krishna. Neck crank attempting to be applied by Nurmagomedov here, but Arthur going to be able to make sure that doesn't happen. Gonna hammerlock backs. Oh my god, Dimitri nearly flipped out of the goddamn ring. Didn't see Dimitri move like that. Variation of the STO. Dimitri a bit full of himself as he backs into the corner. Oh, don't know what happened right there. Lifts him up in a headlock and a drag him towards the center of the ring. Oh, headbutt right to the back of Arthur's head. Now just a hatch suplex and a throw him across the ring like a sack of dirty laundry. Oh, Luthez. Right hands firing off again and again and again, one after the other. In quick succession, Dimitri with a jawbreaker. Gets himself to a vertical base, closes in, going for a pendulum, backflips out of it, does Rose, and now gonna shoot down. Oh, nicely done, takes the leg, trips up Dimitri. Oh, and just gonna bring the knee right down to the side of the leg. Trying to snap it clean into Kinshasa! Stomp onto the face. Arthur Rose just so straightforward in his attack. Tripped up though. The big Russian. Not looking to take the L here. Arm drag. These should go back and forth, but they've been reversing the entire time. Oh, what a punch. A furious punch, and then drops the knee as Arthur. Oh! Bam! There's that headbutt double knee strike combo that Rose hit a couple of times against Crow in his debut. Grabs the hair. It's a The disadvantage of having long hair as a wrestler can be used against you, as Dimitri now looking to make him tap perhaps with this devastating torture rack. A way the body simply should not bend. Is Rose going to be able to escape this? Dimitri has got it locked in firmly, it seems. No, Arthur refuses. Oh, what a reversal. I haven't seen that counter out of the torture rack before. Kind of grabbed him into an arm drag. We know Rose is going to be looking for the electric chair, sit out powerbomb, but we know what Dimitri is looking for right here. The big Russian looking to bring this match to them with the Samoan drop into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and it's over. Yeah, we saw speed against power right there, and power won. Dmitry Nurmagomedov stands victorious. Watch out, John Cone. He's going to stand in the way as he goes to check on Arthur Rose. Unfortunate for Rose, but Dmitry starting to climb back up the rankings with this victory. All right, here we go. Main event time of this live event. Harvey Hastings, fresh off of his victory over Bloody Justice on Monday Night Fusion, going to be taking on the devious one, the dastardly antagonist, Matt Devious, who, of course, will let you know he won that Battle Royal some weeks ago. Also tapped out Sarasi not too long ago either, so Devious been doing pretty well also. Two new Fusion superstars going to collide here in this one to see who the better is. All right, here we go. Referee rings the bell. The assassin, the antagonist, one-on-one here, and Matt gonna take the early lead with that corkscrew neck breaker. And both these men have very deadly submissions at their disposal. Harvey Hastings uses that anaconda vice, and Matt Devious utilizes a cross-face chicken wing. So odds are one of these men is going to be tapping out tonight. Of course, both of them very egotistical. I'd say more so Devious. Harvey gets dropped right on his neck with that back suplex. The Royal Rumble on the horizon. Just 2 weeks away at Absolution. Both these men, no doubt, looking for entry. Looking for their chance to main event Ascendance, the grandest stage of them all. A championship shot of their choosing. Of course, this past Fusion, we saw Schmitty win a 10-man Battle Royal. A little preview of the Royal Rumble to come. And now he's getting a one-on-one shot against Chris Andrews for the title at Absolution, as Devious going to taunt Hastings a little bit. It's been all Devious thus far. German suplex by the assassin to fire back. Harvey has a very quick-paced, agile moveset, whereas Devious looks to tear his opponents apart slowly, bit by bit, limb by limb. Just gonna quickly shoving his face into the canvas with that spinning reverse STO. Now up to the second turnbuckle. Devious with a senton attempted, but Double H moves out of the way just in time to save himself. Can't capitalize on the reversal as we get a cross-legged fisherman buster. Oh, and it looks like a dragon sleeper being applied. Doesn't look like he has it fully locked in around the neck. That allows Harvey to try to escape here. More, no, knee right to the face. Those bear knees as well. Matt Devious, though, catches him with an Irish whip. Off the ropes goes Harvey right into a backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. First pinfall attempt of the match gets a 2 count off the lateral press. Didn't hook the legs. Harvey able to kick out. Devious feeling himself here in this one. These are two light heavyweights going out of here. Probably more at home on Genesis where they compete for the light heavyweight championship, but they're destined to be on Fusion. Like I said, they've both been doing very well. Two newcomers to the brand. Only one of them can walk out victorious here tonight. Devious with a crack to the jaw, turning Harvey around. Back suplex again, right down his neck. You know that Devious is setting him up for that crossface chicken wing. Is out of the corner, pulls the trigger, and the knee buries into the side of the head. But Harvey, quick to get back to his feet, shakes off the cobwebs, not going to let it phase him for too long. Stomp down onto the wrist, flops Devious onto his stomach, kick right to the ribs. Now it's Hastings who goes to the corner, not to hit a move though, but to taunt. Points up high into the air. The fans are behind him in this one, it seems. Tells Devious to get back down. Devious rolls out of the way though. What a lariat by the antagonist. Oh, man. That rake with the heel. And it seems like Harvey's got a cut on his forehead now. Busted wide open. Blood begins to spew as he charges that. Devious charges right into the crossface chicken wing, though. A mistake made by Harvey. Heat of the moment, and now he might pay for it. It is locked in deep, and Harvey is forced to submit. Devious stands tall once again. It was a battle of the submission finishers. The first man who got theirs locked in was more than likely to win. Harvey ran right into that crossface chicken wing, and the antagonist is victorious. There's the finish right there, locked in deep. And Devious continues his run of dominance here in CMV. What is next for Matt Devious? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. If you like what you saw, make sure you do indeed follow me, so that you know when I go live. This Thursday will be Reality Wrestling Friday. Genesis, we are just 2 weeks away from Absolution, kicking off the road to Ascendance 5. You can join our website, communityuniverse.4emotion.com. A link in the chat will come to you if you type !join. You can learn about CMV with !CMV. All the past episodes on my YouTube channel, linked on my Twitch info page. If you're watching on YouTube, I want to give it a like, you know what I'm saying? But yes, indeed, we are going to be testing out the CMB after show. It'll probably be about 20, 30 minutes. I'll be live again, so make sure you stick around for that. I'll probably have some guests on it. We'll talk about the events. We'll see how it goes. So I will see you all then, if you decide to join us. Thank you very much.